Good evening. My name is Kelly Bowl, Director of the Northbridge Senior Center. And
And I'm not Harry. I'm Ron Allen.
there we go, Ron Allen. Ron is our Tai Chi instructor. Well, not just for the Northbridge Senior Center, but he is at the Northbridge Senior Center and has been with us for the past 3 years.
Mhm.
And he offers his class every Tuesday morning, and they meet. What time do you go on? What time do you?
Oh,
What time does that show go on?
yeah.
It's
Usually we meet at 11. We try to gather and we don't want to rush into things, put it that way. So if you're new to Tai Chi and you'd like to join us, I'm usually there 10:30, quarter of 11, or some of the senior students are there and they'd be more than happy to just talk to you about it before the class begins. All levels are welcomed, and there's no special clothing to wear. We're not, no props. We're not up and down on a mat or anything like that. So Tai Chi is done slow moving, standing up.
great. So, when the senior center is back up and running, and you'd like to check out this fabulous class, join us on Tuesday mornings at the senior center on 20 Highland Street. So, as you can see tonight, I'm in comfortable attire because I've asked Ron to do a demo. But let's back it up just a little bit and get some history on Tai Chi. So I'm going to let Ron give us background, and if anybody wants to call in and have questions, we're open to that as well.
Okay. So if you want to call in, that's great. If not, we'll just basically what I do when I do a talk or a workshop or a lecture, I more or less gear it to the audience. So not knowing people's level, let's stick to like the 50,000 foot view of what Tai Chi is. Tai Chi's been around, depending on who you talk to, 2,000, 3,000 years. It is a slow moving form of a martial art. It's an exercise in balance, in meditation. It's also done, again, backing up, it is a martial art aspect of it as well. But I teach it more the balance and the meditation, in all my classes, not just at the senior center.
Right.
So, with that being said, when you ask somebody what is Tai Chi, a lot of times you'll get, oh, it's a dance, or it's a medicine. It's that thing in the park I see people do when they're out waving their hands around. So it's all those things. One of the definitions of Tai Chi is called a moving meditation. So a lot of, and again, just not in today's world, just because it's been around so long, but in today's world, really, this is something that's needed by everybody. Just that whole idea of the calmness and going inward.
Right.
So when I do the meditation, and again, the definition of meditation is it's a very large, it covers a broad spectrum of definitions, but it's more of you connecting to your inner self.
So, in addition to having some physical benefits, there's also a spiritual, emotional, well-being
Correct.
component.
Right. I teach it sort of like a three-layer type thing, where the first part, and again, whether it's learning a piano or golf or whatever like that, you have to learn the basics, and they call it muscle memory. So really, what you're trying to do is just remember, okay, which hand is up, down, when do I breathe, is it which foot, and all that. So you learn the basics of just that more physical. And yep, we're not using weights, but there's a lot of visualization with Tai Chi. So you visualize, and I also teach it Tai Chi in the pool at the community center.
Oh, interesting.
And that was great. I mean, some weeks it was 15, 17 people.
Wow.
But the idea is you want that little bit of resistance if you're in the water. So when you actually are in the water, that feeling. So you want to get that feeling, that chi, the energy that you're moving. So the first part that I talk about is just that physical muscle memory to just learn the basics. Then you can go a little bit deeper, and that's when you kind of incorporate more of the breathing and the internal organs. It's more of a like an internal massage, I guess,
Okay.
with the breath and the diaphragm, and you're contracting the muscles like that. And then the third phase, and again, it takes a long time to get there, but it's like, what else are you going to do?
Right, yeah.
So the third part is how you were saying that more that spiritual connection.
Okay.
And it could be, your connection to source is how I explain it. It could be Mother Nature. It could be a big toe. Whatever you want to think of that there's more out there.
Okay.
And we can go into that when we do the demo. I got
Good.
I got all kinds of stories for you.
I'm
so.
actually excited. So again, as I said, Ron has been an instructor at the Senior Center for over 3 years, and I've always been very interested. And I will share with you now, Ron, that my own grandmother was a Tai Chi student, and she lived well into her 90s, and right before the week that she died, she was still doing her Tai Chi movements, which was absolutely amazing. But I really, I'm a believer, but I just have never done it. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity.
The other thing too, it's you have to be, I don't want to use the word discipline, but consistency.
Okay.
And even though we're meeting once a week, I want them to just, and I show them some simple things that they can do. Even if, forget Tai Chi, you're at work and they're putting on a seminar and the guy's talking for hours about this. Okay, it's all done. You're breaking for lunch. The guy just talked for 4 hours. What did he say? You might remember this much of it. So I try to install something that they can take home with them, and just even if you just practice this one move or this one breathing technique, and that's all you need. One of the sayings is the masters master the basics.
Okay.
So don't think that, okay, show me something. Okay, I got it. Up and down. What's next? No. Again. And then that's when you start going deeper and you start feeling it more internally. And that same move, now you're connecting to source.
Okay.
And it's just, it's deep. It's deep. I enjoy it. It's done so much for me. That's why I enjoy teaching it.
Well, it's obvious that there is something to it because you have quite a following. And again, not just at our center, but you do teach in other facilities as well. So you're at the Whiten Community Center, and you offer some other outdoor programs here and there.
Yeah.
You have a Facebook page?
Yes, a Facebook business page.
Yes.
Tai Chi for you.
So if you were interested in seeing where Ron is about, in and around the community, you can follow him on that page.
Sure. And all I have to have is my little selfie stick and my little tripod I can set up.
Excellent.
So I'll just, where's the camera? There it is. So I'll just walk around, and it's great. The West Hill Dam has opened up.
Yes.
We were actually out practicing right on there's a nice level field right where the parking lot is, and the ranger came over. He goes, well, today's the last day. We're closing everything down. So that was a sad day. But now the stones are removed, and you can go there and walk and enjoy the park. But there's different places around that I'll go and visit and either do a quick little 5-10 minute one, or invite students to join me, and we'll do a class outdoors, and that's a lot of fun. But I also work with the adults with special needs.
Oh, okay.
So that is Ventures is one of them.
Yes.
People heard of them?
In Uxbridge?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
They do have a couple locations. It's amazing once you hear of something, you see it more and more.
Right.
And then there's HMEA.
Yes.
is another one.
We're familiar with
right.
that group.
So I go to their day programs.
Nice.
And I'm telling you, I really miss those guys. It's just
I bet.
they're so sincere and genuine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's great for them. I mean, the staff will tell me they're just, they sleep better. They're just, improve their moods,
Yeah.
their dexterity, motor skills, things like that. And plus, they'll bribe them too. They'll be like, "All right, you got to clean up. Ron's coming at 10. You got to be
You have to be on your best behavior."
Yeah, they'll clean up, and I'll walk in, and they'll be like, "This one was screaming. This one had a temper tantrum. This one," but I walk in, and everybody's happy. So, yeah, so it's good. Tai Chi's
It's
really
good all around.
right. And then when they
Absolutely.
do their, they meet with the staff and the caregivers and all that, and they'll be like, they're home and they're talking about, doing the butterfly and squishing bugs, and we have fun names for all the different moves. So I know that they're practicing at home. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot of
excellent.
fun.
Well, hopefully it will be in the near future. You will see those friends again, and
I
I
know.
know that this
It's
has been a very trying time for
it's
everybody.
tough to watch the news, and you're waiting for the good news.
Right.
So, any good news?
I don't have any good news to share at this point.
Okay.
I will say that the staff has returned to the building, my staff.
Okay.
We are answering phone calls and helping people remotely still. I do have folks, we do drop off at curbside. Meals on Wheels program has still continued. So your friend Bill is there
Okay,
every
yeah,
single
yeah.
day.
Hi, Bill.
And so we are working on plans to safely reopen.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can't give a specific date.
Mm-hmm.
I will certainly scream from the top of the hills when I can give you a specific date.
Yeah.
And we'll be calling all our fitness instructors and all our other instructors back into the building, and it will be quite a celebration when we do join.
I know, because
Together,
they
yeah.
offer, what, ukulele lessons, was it writing class,
Writing
painting
class.
class? So the community, it offers a lot. We did, what, last year we called it the Center at Night.
Yes.
And
And you offered an evening class.
and we had an evening Tai Chi class there.
Yeah.
So again, it's just to, if anybody hasn't, when it's open, go in and introduce yourself, get a quick little tour of that building. It's a lot of history there. It's again, even what they offer now. So there's a lot there. There's a lot of little hidden gems that you guys should take advantage of there.
Absolutely. And it's pretty reasonable, I think. Our classes are $2 per class, per student. So I think we're pretty economical, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a cribbage league.
There is a cribbage.
And then what's the, it's not shuffleboard, that other.
Yes, the shuffleboard
Is that what it's
upstairs.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
up, this probably
It's a
is.
raised court.
Yeah,
so
it's the
yeah.
one where you put the little sawdust down and you throw the puck. Thing is amazing. It's probably the world's biggest one I think I've ever.
I've never seen one before that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I'm only familiar with the outdoor courts. So
Right.
when they said we have shuffleboard upstairs, I was looking down to see
Mm-hmm.
and thinking, what is this enormous?
Was that gifted from somebody?
It was.
Yeah.
It was in a local tavern in
Oh.
town that is no longer in existence.
All right.
But my understanding is they broke the table down, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to get it up to the second floor of the senior
Yeah.
center.
And what about there's 2 pool tables?
Two beautiful pool
Beautiful
tables.
pool, yeah.
They are. They're well maintained.
Yeah.
And that is open to the public Monday through Friday. We do have a league. They meet on Wednesday mornings, but otherwise that room is open for anyone to use.
Yeah.
Cornhole league that started.
Yes, he was mapping out I'm getting ready for my class, and this guy's in there with tape, and he's putting things down. Like, what are they adding now? But yeah, so they offer that,
Yeah.
and then someone helps with taxes.
Yes. And unfortunately, I did
Oh.
get bad news about the taxes
Oh.
because there's been a lot of people that have been calling about the tax program. We offer through AARP volunteers, tax preparers. come in and offer that service at no charge, simple tax returns. And obviously that program got cut short when we had to close this past March. I did receive an email today that that program is not resuming for this year. So people that are still in need of having their tax return completed will have to find other options. So I will be exploring what other options are. I'm trying to avoid where people would have to pay because they've been sort of
Yeah.
lucky to not have to pay.
Right,
So
right, yeah.
we'll look into that and see what can be done. I know there's an online source that you can file through AARP. However, a good portion of my folks are not using computers or have internet access.
I'm guilty of that too.
So
Yeah. It's
We'll work
it's
on
a
that.
challenge. So I have nieces and nephews that can help me.
exactly.
What to press, and
Yes.
they just say, just give me it. Here you go.
So, and that was the other thing that we've talked about too. We have a call coming in, Ron.
What?
I hope I remember how to do this now.
All right.
I think it's line 2, and then we do speaker. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's Lily Sholkoff.
Oh,
Lily
kiddo!
Ann!
Hey!
It's me, yes.
You are one of the number 1 students, right? Right, Ron?
Hey, listen, I just had to call and put in my 2 cents worth.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Are you missing Ron?
Well, not specifically.
Oh, are you meeting Ron on in some of his outdoor?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Did we?
No, I'll tell you what I have been doing
Yes.
this summer is I found a fabulous yoga program on Amazon. So I've been doing the yoga every day.
Well, that's good. I mean, when I talk about Tai Chi and people try to relate it to other things, I always say they all come from the same tree. There's yoga, there's Tai Chi, the Kung Fu, the meditation, all that is, again, you adapt it to what you feel benefits you. So that's good that you're doing the yoga.
I am, and I have to admit, I am balancing the yoga quite equally with eating.
Oh,
That's, yeah.
very good, Lil.
Now, hopefully we will get the Tai Chi class back up fairly soon, maybe with limited participants, but I just want people to know it's a phenomenal class for everyone, especially if you are an older person. It helps tremendously with your balance.
Right.
I can't say enough about that. I also belong to the writing class. We've been Zoom writing on
Wow.
Tuesday evenings, and that has been great. We've been doing that. And I belong to ukulele, and I've had 2 of my fellow participants at my home once a week for practice. And I am a taskmaster.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, listen, you guys are tremendous. I am really looking forward to getting back to my usual routine down there and getting rid of some of this adipose tissue that I've been collecting during the pandemic. And just getting back to normal, it'll be great.
It will be,
Good.
Lil, but it sounds like you're doing some wonderful things to keep yourself busy and occupied.
I believe I am, and life is good. So enjoy every moment, and thank you both for your
Excellent.
efforts. I, for one, really, really appreciate them.
Very good.
Thanks, Lil,
Thank
and
you.
guess what? I'm going to be doing some Tai Chi, so you want to stay tuned and watch me. You can
Excellent.
critique me in private.
Okay, it's a deal. It's
All
a
right.
deal. Good night, folks.
Good
Thanks
night.
for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye-bye.
But that was good how she talked about the benefits. And I also teach it at the Uxbridge Senior Center, where they heard about it through the grapevine. And again, it's good news travels fast, I guess. But so I had my students at the Northbridge Senior Center just write a little, not an essay, just like a testimonial type. And I said, you don't have to sign it. You don't have to, just what's Tai Chi done for you?
Right.
And I was blown away. They're like, this has really helped me with my balance. I feel more confident now going upstairs. And I'm like, it's the Tai Chi. It isn't me, it's I'm just the messenger, I don't know, however that saying goes or whatever.
Right.
But a couple different side notes. So you're talking about your grandmother. One of the students at the center. And again, when you learn the Tai Chi, you start off with the basics of the shifting the weight and the turning the body, and I'm going to show you all that. And then, you go into the form more. But so she was showing her grandson that does karate.
Oh.
And he's like, Grandma, how do you know what that is? Where'd you learn that? How do you know? She's like, you better watch out. Grandma knows now.
That's a wonderful connection.
So, yeah. So, again, they could, relate the generations.
Right.
Where she was teaching him. Because even though I show something, how I learn it might be like, okay, I'm visualizing, holding a ball. Okay, you might have to visualize it's something else. One of the moves that we do, with the hands, up, down, and all that, and you end out with they call it 70-30. Your one hand's extended up. And a couple of students, they really couldn't grasp that, which hand is up. And then in her mind, it was, sort of like, a stop sign. So once she related that to that, she had that move right down.
And that's how she remembers.
Right, right.
So you kind of have to tailor it to how you interpret and how you'll remember it.
Right. So again, I tell everybody, you're always a student. I'm always a student. Believe me, there's no way anybody can know everything there is about it. It's just, I'm always doing a workshop, a seminar. I'm watching a YouTube. So, and again, I tell my people that come to class, Google it. Go, watch. And even though you're watching somebody and you're not you're going to get that one little nugget that'll be like, I like how he explained it, how he did it with the hand on his video.
Okay.
And incorporate it
Right.
in that way. So a lot of my teaching is, drawn from different things.
Right.
And then some of them are from the students. I'm like, great, I'm going to use that
Exactly.
in my next class. It's just how you explained it. Because
Right.
I couldn't explain it like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's great because you learn from one another, and the way that I see things may be different from
Right.
how you teach. And so anyway, well, I guess there's no time like the present, Ron. I guess we
she
have to
is
do
ready.
the demo.
All right.
And I'm wondering
We
if
can just move the chairs back. We'll
We
have
just
to,
move back?
because we are watching a monitor, so we'll be able to see if we go out of focus. That's one of the troubles I have when I'm using my selfie stick or I set up my tripod, where I want to move and go, and then I'm going out of focus on it. So we'll
Okay.
try to stay in range. And one of the first things that
Maybe I
we
should
talk
come
about.
over here. Will this be okay, or do I have to be?
You look so tiny back there.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, that's even better. I want to look tiny,
Oh,
Ron.
okay. All right. Remember, this adds 10 pounds, the camera.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But one of the first things with the Tai Chi, when I talk about it, there's a lot of visualization. I mentioned that earlier. So we want to visualize the 70-30 principle is what they call it. So what that is when we're reaching up, I'm just reaching about 70%. I'm getting a good stretch. I'm not up here trying to change a light bulb, okay? So it's a nice 70%.
Okay.
And the same thing, when this hand's down, I'm not locking the elbow out. So it's like a nice comfortable, like that. And then with the legs, we're going to shift the weight. So only about 70%. Oh, they call it heavy foot, light foot.
Okay.
And again, this is, it can be done. Just rock back and forth, 70-30. And it comes across all right on the screen, but when you're doing it in a class, that's when you can really
You can
kind of
feel.
pick up, and you can, tweak them a little bit and tell them, remember to breathe and all. So if you're doing it at home, remember to breathe, okay?
Breathe.
All right,
Yeah.
breathe. So the idea is that 70-30 principle where if one foot, so when you are 100%, then this foot can come up, and you can do your kick. You can step back out of the way.
Okay.
You could trip them. So again, this one is grounded or rooted.
Right. Okay.
So that's why. So you learn it slow so you can execute fast. So again, you're learning it slow. So if you did have to turn and go, it's like a natural muscle memory type situation.
Okay.
But again, we just teach it slow and we give it nice names.
Okay.
Like it's grab the bird's tail, and you just. But when you go fast, you're reaching up, you grab, you twist his arm, you bring him down, you smash him. But when you go slow and you give it a knife, right?
Right.
'Cause some of the women, they're like, oh, they don't want to learn to beat people up, which is fine.
No.
There's a
We don't
great
wanna
guy
be
across
violent.
the street that does it. And he can show you, but he's going to start you off with the basics. So
Right.
just that shifting that weight.
Okay.
So just
Should I go opposite of you, or should I be?
No, it
doesn't?
doesn't. It's
No.
again. Believe me, I drove my instructors nuts because again I asked every question there was. I don't want
Right.
to say dumb questions because there is no such thing, but I was overthinking everything.
Right.
And it'd be like, just breathe. I'm like, okay, but how? He's like, just breathe. I'm like, okay. So
How
just
much?
relax. Yeah, relax the shoulders. That's
Okay.
the whole thing too. People are like,
A tense.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
'Cause
right.
It's learning something new.
yeah. So this is it. So if all you get out of it is just that shifting that weight. Now you build from here. So it's shifting that weight and you're turning the body. And then you come back to center, and there's to shift that weight, turn the body. And you get a little creak, so you just hurt my ankle.
Yeah.
Well,
Or it could be mine.
all right. So again, this is the foundation of it right here, that
Oh.
shifting, turning.
Okay.
And then you start to fill up with the chi, or the energy. And then everything just builds from here. Just
Oh, and now I
see,
move my
now you
arm.
move the hand.
Oh, okay.
See, la 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 la, da 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 da. And then you can lift up and step.
Oh.
So again, the form that we teach, it's the Yang style 24 form. And that's the most popular one. That's the one you see people do in the parks. If you actually Google, I think it was the Beijing Olympics, the opening ceremony, there were 1,000 people all doing the Tai Chi, all doing the 24, all doing the same moves at the same time. So it's pretty wild.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's good. All right,
Right.
so let's go in a little bit more. So with all the classes, we just do some warm-ups. And again, are they Tai Chi? I don't know. It's just, we just want to, so we just gently, and again, I tell everybody, listen to your doctor. If they don't want you to do neck rolls, don't do neck rolls. Just adjust. You
Right.
could just do some just slight turns and turn. And again, there's that 70-30 rule. We're not trying to, look around and turn into an owl or whatever. But we're just stretching like that. And then just some shoulder rolls. Just
Right. But this is something that people could just do in their own living room,
right.
like in the morning, when
Yeah.
after they've had maybe one cup of coffee.
Ah, well, here's the thing, and again, it's that Eastern Western culture. Okay, reverse, where
Oh, I felt some creaks there.
yeah. Oh, this one because I feel like
Yeah.
all my whole spine is like crunch, 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 crunch. Goes right, there, yeah. So, but again, that whole the philosophies, I guess, that Eastern Western culture
Right.
type thing.
Yep.
Where they get up and they just have a warm cup of water right when they wake up.
Right.
So I try. I don't always do that. I'll bring up a glass of water or whatever, and I'll try to, take my vitamins and then get up, and then I'll show you. All right, let's do this one. This is the one that I do every morning when I get up. So I stand this way with the camera, maybe. So All right, so it's called mountain pose. Is the first part where you just stand with the feet together,
Yep.
and you want to have some connection, whether it's just the heels or the toes touching or whatever's comfortable. But again, we're going to talk a lot about, I don't know if people know about like meridians and chakras and power centers, and there's all different. You just have to be an open-minded skeptic, I guess, is the best way to say it. And just, yeah, there you go, open-minded skeptic. I stole that from one of my other teachers, so.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds
so you
interesting.
start off, this is called mountain pose, where we're just relaxed, or wu-ji. I don't want to throw too many terms at you or whatever, but you just relax and breathe. Relax the shoulders, and they call it the 5 bows. So if you notice, this camera, it's opposite. I went this way, but it's on this side. But see how it's open? We're not military.
Right,
So
right.
it's a bow
Open.
right here. That openness, 1, 2, then the knees are slightly bent, 3,
Yeah.
4. The 5th one's a little bit trickier. We kind of think of it kind of like a pelvic tilt, but visualize, they call it the golden thread. There's a coming up out of the crown of the head,
Oh.
and the spine is like an anchor or a rope tied to the spine, dropping that spine.
Huh.
Another visualization I had was there's like a bar stool back there, and I'm just kind of
Just kinda
almost sitting at that bar stool.
leaning.
But see how it elongates the spine?
Yeah.
Perfect. This
Okay.
is good posture right here. Okay. Now we're going to make the right foot the heavy foot, so we can step out
Step
with the
out.
left foot.
Okay.
Nice. Good, good, good. And then you just adjust, get comfortable, and this is called horse stance. So
Oh.
it's like we're riding a horse.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, palms are out, facing downward. And we're going to visualize we're pulling up earth chi, or earth energy. So we bring it up. And just remember to breathe. I'm not going to go into a big breathing class, but, and then down. Okay. And remember the 7:30, so I'm not going to lock out. And then I'm going to bring it up. And this is to the heart. Nice breath in. Breath down. Now we're going to pull that energy up and get ready, smile, give it away. There we go. We're going to give some energy to Harry tonight, too.
Oh yeah, he needs it.
And down. So that's 3 moves. We do it 3 times. So you bring the energy up, feel it, pulling up, don't rush it. Nice breath in. And do you ever have a French press? Like, you know what a French
I
press
know
is?
what you mean. I've
All
never
right,
had it.
so we got that energy right now.
Right.
We're pushing
Pushing
it
it.
down.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to go where it's neat, like, oh, that shoulder's really stiff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yup, oh, stomach. Okay, yup, hips. Oh, the knees need a little bit. Any extra, you just recycle it. It goes right back into the earth.
Oh. Okay.
So now we can bring up some earth energy into the heart center. And it goes a little bit smoother. So now we're all kind of getting cleaned out here.
Yeah.
So now when we bring up that energy,
Yeah.
we give it away.
Oh yeah. Take it.
Yep. Oh, what's that? The more you give, the more you get. And then you just reload and down. So here's the last one. So we should be nice. Bring it up. And notice when you do this at home, if the third one doesn't just drop a little bit smoother. Feels a lot better. It goes, you got rid of all that gunk, all that stale, sticky yuck. So now when we pull it up and we fill the heart, nice energy. Push back down. Now, instead of giving it away this time, visualize we're going to bring it up and we're just going to wrap a nice big protective bubble all around us. Bring it back and down. And then we come back in and down. Good. That was it. So I do that every morning.
Excellent.
I'll set my alarm. If I have to get up at 5, I get up at 4:30, so I'm not rushing.
Right.
Because again, you want to feel that connection to,
Creaking.
yeah. Well, again, when
it
you go
helps.
slow, it does help. And a lot of time, I forget the term. Lily, call back. She knows it every time. When you go slow, and visualize there's that little resistance.
Okay.
and come in. So what that is doing, it's building, and again, it's not me making it up. I brought one of my books, the
I
Harvard
was gonna say
Medical School.
Harvard Medical, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Harvard University, okay, so,
Intro to Tai Chi.
right, and one of the instructors there, professor, he actually is a Tai Chi instructor as well. So I can visualize this, in the teacher's lounge, and he's saying, oh, geez, it improves balance, it helps with blood pressure, it relieves stress, and they're like, you can't be saying, this is Harvard, you can't be. So they ganged up on him and did all these studies and proved them. They're there. So there's a lot of schools and been going on more and more comes out of the benefits of it. So where I was going, this is how I get on a roll. I always forget where I was going.
Little tangent, but
Yeah.
he's bringing us back.
But the idea is when you're going slow, the muscles are building, and they, again, you tone it down to like a 5th grade level, whatever. So they're sending messages to the brain to tell the bones, hey, the muscles are getting bigger, the bones better get stronger. Mm-hmm. And then I think it's the T cells or the white cells. So it builds bone mass. So again, it's crazy. It helps so much with balance. So again, that's the biggest fear, is falling.
Exactly. It's huge.
Right. And that's, again, the research is out there that the Tai Chi helps with balance. So again, because you fall, they're afraid they're going to break something.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, your grandma, 94, she probably could have fell, nothing broke.
Right.
It's like, she's back up again.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So it's the consistency. So stay with it, and then we'll go a little bit deeper, and then we can talk. Now that I got her up, I wanted to keep doing stuff
okay.
here.
All right.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the 3 power centers. So there's the lower, they call it the Dantian, the power center. Then there's the heart center that we talked about. Then there's the wisdom center, or the third eye. Again, yoga terms. So they're all interconnected, however you think of it or whatever. But all right, so let's do this. Find your belly button, your 3 fingers, measure down. So see how I'm measuring down?
Okay.
Now, yep.
Okay.
So now visualize the thickness of the 2 fingers inward.
Okay.
That is your power center. That's that.
Oh.
Whoa! That's that where they get down. That balance. If I could get like a stick and put it on and balance you type thing.
Yeah.
Or that's or again that Eastern Western philosophy bit. We say like our gut feeling.
Right.
So it's like, is that safe? Should I unplug that? I don't.
Right.
No, I better not. I went with my
feel it
gut
right there.
feeling. Right. So it's you connecting to self.
Okay.
Heart center. Again, it's just funny seeing the history and the correlation. We'll be like, oh, I mean, you grabbed here.
You do.
Isn't that cute? Oh,
Yeah.
he gave me flowers.
Oh.
Oh, whatever, right?
Right.
So it's you connecting to others.
Right. And showing emotion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you know the answer to this one. The knowledge center, wisdom center, third eye, there's another term, whatever. But this one is you connecting to source.
Okay.
Remember we talked earlier,
Yeah.
like whatever your source is. Mm-hmm. And again, you see, in the movies, why me? Wow, show me a sign. What can I?
Right.
You're looking for answers.
Exactly.
Boom.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So those are the 3 major power centers that
Okay.
we kind of keep in the back of the mind. Just like that 70-30, where it's always in the back of my mind, oh, this foot's heavy, so this foot's light. So what's it going to do? Oh, it could do front, back, it could do a kick, it could,
Right.
same thing with that. So, all right, so let's go into a couple of moves. Okay. So, first one, remember, it begins with M. Tall as a...
Tall as a mountain.
Yes, she got it.
Ooh.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, then we make the right foot heavy. and then we're going to step out into, like we're riding a,
Horse.
yes, horse's stance. Okay, you ready? Now here comes the next move now. It's a brand new one.
Okay.
All right, so the arms are just going to float up to about shoulder height. Relax. And then they're going to float in. And they're going to float down. So, again, all right, so here's a perfect example. Up. We're just going to train the mind. In, down. So it's up, in, down. Now we're going to step it up a notch. We're going to just float up. As I'm almost there, I start to come in. As I'm almost all the way in, I start to go down. I'm almost all the way down. So see how I'm kind of rounding the edges a little bit?
Yeah.
And now you feel it a little
Yeah.
bit deeper.
Without sharp endings. You just
Right,
kinda-
and this is where you can get into the breath. A nice breathe in. And you can feel it more like internally. And then once you get that, and again, when we do like the classes outside, oh, I've done them at Pout Pond.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and we're just out, and we're like, what's next? We're all like, I don't know. You're just in the zone. That's what it
Right.
is. So it's a nice,
Well, it's a more natural setting. And
yeah. So this is a nice one, and then this is called Tiger Returns to the Mountain.
oh.
So it's just a nice way, whatever we're practicing, the instructor will say, okay, Tiger returns to the mountain. We all just step in and down. The other thing, and I'm not consistent with it, which I should be, just to start every class, is they call it a dojo. This is the dojo, wherever
Right.
you're learning type thing. And you come in and you bow. And it isn't so much, I'm bowing because you're the master or anything like that. It's more like, okay, I am leaving all my garbage behind.
Entering this special area.
And I'm entering
Yeah.
to receive knowledge, wisdom type thing. So again, it's ceremony, tradition type
Tradition.
thing. Tradition, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's just, whatever. I don't want to get into a tangent, but that's the whole idea.
Ritual.
Rituals, there's the word.
That's a good word.
Now see, and this is how our class works. We start doing something, and and someone else will say the word that fits.
Right.
So there is sort of that
That connection.
connection
Yeah.
to the class.
Yeah.
So all right, let's do a couple of fun ones.
Okay.
All right, this one's called "Come on in, have some pie."
Oh. What kind of pie, Ron? No,
Well,
just kidding.
no, when I teach it, I get them to pick.
Oh,
That's
all right.
Again,
Okay.
when I work, I have so much fun. I usually teach those classes on Monday,
Right.
and it takes me to Thursday to come down because
Oh.
I get such a high out of it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
All right. So what you do, and we do both sides. So a lot of the moves we do both
Okay.
ways. So 1 foot's forward.
Yeah.
Okay. And remember that's 70-30.
Yeah.
So we're going to shift that weight to the front foot, front hand. So as it comes up, now notice I'm starting to shift that weight to the back foot. I'm turning the body. This hand comes down. Now watch. This hand's going to come up.
Oh.
Now I'm going to
Interesting.
shift the weight, turn the body, have some pie.
Oh.
That's how
Right
I remember
in
the,
face,
move.
Huh?
70-30, don't
Oh.
block. Yes. So
Okay.
hand down,
Yeah.
hand up. Come on in. Hand down, hand up. Shifting, turning. Have some pie.
There we go.
Try it with the other foot.
Okay.
Oh, there's little X's on the ground here.
Oh, there are.
So here we go. So it's
Oh, this. Wait,
yeah.
no,
So I
I'm-
do my whatever foot was the other one. Okay,
Okay.
so come on in. There's my shifting, turning.
Yeah.
Hand down, hand up. Shifting, turning. Have some pie. One more.
That didn't feel right for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
see.
I'm.
All right. So do the
Because I'm
left
doing
foot.
opposite of you, so
Oh,
maybe
okay.
that's why.
All right.
I'm
So
not-
whatever foot's out front.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so,
the hand that's out
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So, and this is the heavy foot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shift that weight to the back foot as
Yeah.
I'm turning the torso.
Yeah.
So the hands are just moving because
This
the
way.
torso's moving.
Right. And then this.
Yep, so now this one comes, see this one's up, this one's down?
Yeah.
So this one comes down as this one comes up.
Oh, that's right. And then.
As I'm shifting, turning, have some pie. Last one.
Okay.
Hand down, hand up. Breath in, breath out.
Ooh, did you hear? Do you
Yes,
hearing
because-
all that?
All right. I could tell students that do yoga, they got to be out and they're like mats.
Right.
Then you get the students that know more the martial art aspect where they're more. Tai Chi
Right.
is relax,
Okay.
relax, 70-30.
Yeah.
Because again, just the application of, if I'm out too far, now my opponent's got me, he's pulling me all around.
Right.
If I'm just like, oh, now he hits me and I'm off balance like this.
Yeah.
If I'm 70%,
Then you're
grounded.
You're grounded. Right.
he's
right.
coming at me,
Okay.
guess what? I'm getting out of the way. Or I can step in.
Right.
And the whole,
Because you have that.
using the whole body weight. I'm
Right.
not just trying to hit him with my arm. I'm coming in, arm, shoulder,
Right.
body weight, turning.
Exactly.
But again, yeah, balance. Balance and meditation, that's what we teach, okay? All right, let's do this one. This one's called the beak. So, elbow down a little bit, relax
Yeah.
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Good, strong, the beak, the beak, the beak. So the beak doesn't move.
Okay.
This hand's the whip.
Oh.
The whip, the whip, the whip.
Okay.
Heavy foot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now, I'm gonna start to shift that weight. Don't move the beak, turn the body. This hand comes out. Watcha!
Oh.
70-30.
Okay.
Reload. Watcha! Let's try it for the camera this way.
Okay.
So, the beak. The whip. Watcha! Still didn't go to the camera. All right. We missed it. But again, the martial art application is you can, ward somebody off like this, or you can give them the Three Stooges, you can rake them, do it, everything like that. And the history behind, or what's the word you use? Not history. Tradition,
Ritual.
when you see that they used to walk around with the long things with their hands and you didn't know what they were holding,
Yeah.
they would carry their little Pekingese dogs.
Oh.
So he's walking around and he's a traveler and he gets attacked. Wah! He throws the
He
dog.
throws the dog.
The dog, after you, and you can get away. Or they would have those little stars, the 5-point
Oh.
Death Stars.
Yeah.
Or you see the little ladies waving the fan. Those fans are weapons.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah. So again, there's the martial art aspect that if they're out there, you can find teachers that teach it like that, but they're going to start you off. They're not just going to show you the 5-finger death punch. All right, you're going to be going months, years, or whatever
Right.
of learning how to balance. Of just stand like this. That's it. Couple of classes. It was like, what's next? You stand like
That's
this.
it.
That's it. Yeah. So again,
Don't move.
You go deeper,
Right.
and again that internal massage or exercising or whatever, you feel the organs move like that.
Right.
So, all right, we got 10 more minutes.
Okay.
150, 60. All right, let's make an energy ball for Harry.
Oh.
He
Very good.
loved this. Oh, my
good.
God.
Okay.
He didn't stop talking about it. He was talking about this on other shows that weren't even about Tai Chi. Okay, so, again, open-minded skeptic. When I was taught this, and I was probably doing it almost 2 years, and I didn't feel it. I didn't get the connection. And some of the other students, and again, you hate to bash people, but it's like, oh, I feel it. Oh, I see colors. And I'm like, okay, lady. It's like, I think, and then like one
Whatever
day I'm
you
like,
say.
whoa, I got it. So, fast forward. Take 2 fingers, the palm. Okay, and we're just going to circle. They're not, okay, so they're not touching. Okay, you're just
Right.
circling.
They're not touching.
And again, this is an energy center right here in the palm of the hand, and we're sending the energy out the fingertips. So again, make it yours. Relax the shoulders. Relax, relax, relax. Okay. And
See, I'm on camera, so I'm a little tense.
okay, all right, here we go. So you just circle, and again, so I'm making it mine.
Yeah.
Yours might be fast, it might be bigger. but you want to visualize that energy going right into the palm.
Okay.
Okay? Now when you're ready, take a breath in and reverse.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was like, that's when I'm like, whoa. And it's like, thump, thump, thump.
Yeah.
And you feel something.
Right.
Okay. I didn't feel it for almost 2 years. I'm like, yeah,
wow.
right. Everybody feels something. I don't. Okay, so
But
now.
it makes your brain work too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I got a lot of brain exercises. Okay. So now what you do is just pull them out, hold them about this far apart,
Yeah.
and just sort of just play with it. Visualize. Do you ever have like two magnets and you
Yeah.
try to like push them together,
Yeah.
the north and south poles,
Yeah.
whatever?
Right. That energy.
Yeah. Or the other, again, another whole definition or explanation of it was like your hands are wrapped in taffy. And I'm
Oh.
trying to like
Right,
pull them apart. And now I'm trying to pack it in. And I mean, obviously I could, clap them together, but
Right.
I'm building the chi. And you want to pull it out just where you don't lose that connection.
Yeah.
And you just play with it. And sometimes you can roll it around. Ooh, okay. So now we're making our energy ball. Get ready, Harry. Here it comes. Okay. So a lot of times, if you're using it for healing, it's more of a visualize like a golden white light.
Okay.
Okay. But when you're making it, I mean, something might come up. It might be a heavy chrome. It could be a fire. Whatever it is, you made yours. Okay.
Right.
So we got the visualization of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you want to set your intention. So you can use it for good or for evil.
Oh.
Oh, all right, we're going to use
It
it for
has to
good.
be all good.
All right.
Everything's got to be good.
All right, here we go. No, you see the Kung Fu movies where they're like, whoa, and they throw the energy? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're
So,
throwing it.
all right, so we're going to use it for good. We're going to send it to Harry. So,
Okay.
we don't have to be like, okay, Menden is that. It's going to find them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we got our intention, we got our energy ball. We just take a breath in. Sending it out. Good. Now, if you want to make one for yourself,
Yeah.
just like how they say for air flights, when the
Right.
mask drops, put it on yourself first
Yeah.
before you help somebody.
Right, exactly.
So let's give ourselves some energy, and then
Yeah.
we will have enough energy to go help others.
Okay.
So, wow, make it. And then when you're ready, you reverse it. Good. And then when you're ready, you just play with it. Just kind of build that chi. All right. So we're visualizing a golden white light energy ball. Good. Now the intention is we're going to give it to ourselves. So we just bring it up. And this is where we drop it down through that crown chakra we talked about. And it's just going to go where it's needed. If you wanted to make it specific to like your stomach or whatever. And then any extra recycles right back into the earth. And then the tiger returns to the mountain. Whoosh.
Ooh. Snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah. But there's all kinds of therapies. There's, a lot of times we'll play music. We can sit for 5 more minutes, right? Yeah. So we talk about sound therapy, where, again, it doesn't have to be this spa music and la-di-da, whatever. I've had it where before students came, and this was at another studio, where I would just crank some heavy metal.
Oh,
And
interesting.
And I'd be like, yeah, whoa, just doing the moves slow and just, oh, hi everybody, let's go practice. So,
Interesting.
yeah, so music or sound therapy, aromatherapy, people know about that.
Yeah.
The lavender and orange tangerines, good for migraines, and lavender relaxes. Eucalyptus, tea tree oil. So again, there's so much information out there. You could look and see what's specific to what you want to go for. I actually go on YouTube and you type in sound therapy for a sore back, for a migraine.
Oh, wow.
And they use, was it the megahertz?
Yeah.
Different?
Yeah.
So you get that tone
Okay.
underlying in the music. And I don't know if it's a placebo or whatever, but I'll do sound therapy for sleep.
Right.
And I'm like, good night. I don't think I've heard 5 minutes of the music, but
It works.
But might wake up and it's oh, back to sleep. So
Okay.
yeah. And then
That was my other
obviously-
question.
Yeah.
Do you use music during your classes?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an important component of.
It is. It is. And sometimes like I'll pick certain power sounds, like I'll do for clearing the third eye, or power centers.
Okay.
So again, I mean, so much now. I'm thinking of so many moves I could show,
Right.
and different things like that. So, so the class structure is 5-10 minutes of warm up. We try to go over what we learned from last class. We build on that. So even if you miss a class, or you missed last week, well, now you don't know that move, because that's what we review. So again, any level is welcomed. And we just build on that. And we actually had some students come in, and it worked out. Again, just the energy in the room, where some of them gravitated towards some of the senior students,
Right.
because they connected to that person for whatever reason.
Right.
Age, gender, just a quick conversation. Oh, they're both nurses or whatever. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Oh, you're a nurse and you do Tai Chi? Oh,
Right.
and they gravitate.
There's a connection.
So they get the connection and learn that way. But yeah, there's physical therapy, massage therapy, all the different
Right.
things that you could do. The biggest thing though is, the breathing and the meditation, to just kind of de-stress.
Absolutely.
And that's the whole thing. It's just, and that's part of it too. One of the classes, the things that I'm learning is that sound therapy, where you just, certain sounds that you'll say at certain
Can give you
points
that.
of the form. Yeah,
Right.
and it's just a deeper thing where you get that aha moment. So I'd like to have everybody just, thank you for the call in today. And
Yeah, thank you, Lil. It was great to
yeah.
hear from you.
And anybody else, I mean, you can get a hold of me through either the Senior Center or the Tai Chi for You Facebook business page. So I think there's another guy in England or something, but you'll see the one that pops up in Linwood, and that's me.
And that's Ron.
Yeah.
That's our local guy.
Yeah. You don't have to go to England. I can come and teach you right here in the valley. So
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ron,
you're
for
welcome.
being my special guest tonight.
Yeah.
This has been a wonderful experience, and again, for me, because I don't often get to participate in some of the wonderful classes that are offered at the Senior Center. So I'm really going to take this opportunity while we're closed to try all these different things. But I thank
Yeah.
you so much for being
Right.
with me tonight.
Why don't you have the ukulele class here next week?
That's a great idea.
Anybody
I wonder
wanna
if
see
Lillian
Kelly?
would come on, since she says that she's, mastered quite a bit. I wonder if she would come on. So, thank you again for having us join you in your homes this evening. We hope everybody is doing well and continues to be safe. Remember, we are at the Senior Center during the week, so give us a call at 508-234-2002. Thanks again, Ron.
All right, and Harry, get well, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take care.